Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Goaltending, where your why is bigger than your excuses. We have a very special guest today. Please welcome Aaliyah Bland. Aaliyah, how are you today?
Good.
I'm so excited to have you join the podcast. It's been a while since the last time you've been on the show, and a lot has happened, huh?
Yep.
So we've got a lot to talk about today, but the first thing I want to get into is our educational goals. So we're going to talk some about what you experienced this past year in first grade, some of the things that you learned, and then we'll talk about some goals that you have for second grade. So, in first grade, what's some of the biggest things that you learned?
Math and reading. Reading was really struggling for me because it's hard to read these really tiny words in the books. But math was really easy and it was my favorite to do. And then, I just really love math and it was just my favorite. And I struggled in some math problems, but some of them weren't that hard. And then we got to get together with buddies, and we did math, and then we did tons of fun things in first grade.
All right. So we have some reading, we have some math that we really love, and it sounds like there was some good opportunities for teamwork and to work with others with your learning.
Yep.
Now, would you say that you accomplished the goals that you had for first grade?
Yep.
Because I remember the last time we talked, one of the things you said was math, that you were struggling with math and that it was difficult, and that was something that you wanted to get better at in first grade.
Mhm.
So that's awesome to hear. It sounds like we made progress. We hit some goals. Now, what about second grade?
Second grade, I figured it would be really hard and struggling, but I figured I can get through the things. I figured I can work it out with some of the people around me, and so it might be hard, it might be easy. I'll make new friends, and I'm really excited for that. I'll get new work. So I'm really excited for second grade. And wonder who my teacher's going to be.
Ooh, yeah, we don't know who the teacher is going to be yet, but I love the focus on relationships. Like being able to work through problems with others, to make new friends. That is super important. And it's really cool that that's the first thing you think of and brought up, that you're thinking about the relationships that we're going to work on, that we're going to build. Now, we learned a lot about reading and math this year. Are there other subjects you think that you're going to learn and goals you want to set for them? Or is there new stuff you want to continue to learn and work on to improve at math and reading in second grade?
I want to learn how to read chapter books. And for math, I want to know how to not pluses or minus, but I want to learn how to do other things, just not pluses and minuses, because those things are really easy for me, but I've been struggling on these other thingies that I need to practice. But we've been using these cubes to measure stuff, and they're like centimeters, and they're like these little blue sticks. And I think we might get those in second grade to help us with our math.
Ooh, that's awesome. So even though you've made a lot of progress, you've learned a lot, we still have some room to grow and more things to learn, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. There's always more to learn in ways that we can grow, even if we get really, really good at something. So, is there anything else that you want to hit on in terms of your goals for school?
Dance for nationals this year. I'm really excited, and my mommy's gonna put me in this thing so it's just gonna be me, but I'm gonna go on stage and they're just gonna turn on a random song, and I just dance to it. But and I'm gonna do hip hop because that's my favorite. Because in my hip hop dance for the recital, you could actually tell that I was living it because I had faces, and so I was really happy for nationals. So
Yeah, so that's the improv dance that you're going to do at nationals. But so just for a quick recap, you've had an awesome dance season so far. There were some goals that we set for dance too, things that we've made a lot of improvements on. And at your last competition, of your all's three dances, you got the highest ranking in two of them. The third one, I think the only reason it came in second is because your other dance beat it, right?
Yep.
So you all got the highest rating in all three of your dances, which really shows the work you all put in. So, what would you say is the biggest improvement that you've made toward dance this season?
Um, my faces, because we got buddies, and my buddy said we need to work on faces. And then on stage, when we got to meet our buddy, we got to get to our buddies. And my buddy said, "You did amazing on your faces." So I got those right. But and then I've been working on my pointed toes, and I also got those right. So everything my buddy told me to practice, I got it right on stage.
That's awesome. So for buddies, they get somebody like an older dancer who's got a little more experience and they get to learn from them and share their experiences. So it's awesome that you got some great takeaways from your buddy and that you listen and were able to incorporate those things into your dance to improve.
Yep.
Health, fitness, fat loss, sleep, all goals that are impacted by the fuel you put into your body. I've tried meal prepping at home and I've tried multiple meal prep companies, including those that deliver, but I'll be honest, nothing has been better than the meals I get from Prepping with Peppers. They offer fresh, never frozen meals on a weekly rotating basis, so you don't have to get tired of eating the same meals over and over again. So save yourself some time for the things that matter most by ordering your meals at preppingwithpeppers.com. So the season's not completely over. We have nationals coming up, and you are taking on an improv dance on top of three dances that you all do as a team and a group. So, what is your goal going into nationals?
To get my dances like down and I get them right. Cause some new dances I on stage I got mixed up. Like last year, I was like well not last year, but whenever I was like 3 and I did dance, I was looking on my teacher, and then I'm all the way to 6 now, and I can get my dances all the way down and the teachers are on stage or they're not off stage. They don't help us anymore, but I get these dances right. And I don't look at any of my other friends. I just get them right and like right at the audience. But sometimes it's really scary to get up on stage, so I take a lot of responsibility to get on that stage because it's really hard, because it's really scary, because there's tons of people out there. Tons.
You're super brave. That can be scary for some people, and you've done an awesome job. So, I like that you brought up that we've made mistakes on stage before, and that's okay because we still tried. We gave it our best. And I'll bring up that you recovered really well when you did make a mistake in the past.
Yep, and especially the judges don't even know our dance.
Right. So, even if you make a mistake, the judges don't know it's a mistake as long as you recover and you keep going, right?
Yep.
And so that's a great goal to have is to be able to stick to your routine and be able to get everything down with timing and without having to look at anybody else around us. That's a great goal. Now, is there a goal that you want to set for what place you all want to come in on your dances?
I want to be first, first, and first. All three dances in first.
First, and first. We're aiming for the top. I love it.
Yep.
Okay. So now we like to think far in advance. All right. We want to think a little bit further out. So we have that coming up. That's our short term goal. That's what we want to hit right now. Now, what's our goal for next dance season and what we want to continue to work on and improve on?
Pointed toes and faces again, and maybe like straight legs, like whenever I kick, and maybe what else could I work on? Well, it's hard to think of stuff that I might need to work on. But maybe like straight legs, pointed toes, faces, So yeah, and guess what? So this year my mommy won the best makeup for the kids because we had to do our makeup, and my mommy won the best makeup.
You have an awesome mommy. She did win that. That was really good. I like the goals that you have in terms of continuing to work on those faces because those are huge when it comes to performing and being on stage. But also, the other thing is a lot of technique, continuing to work on our technique and being clean with our moves. Those are some great goals. So, very proud of the progress that you've made. You've done such a good job in school and you've done such a good job at dance. Now, you started something new this year, too. We started playing coach pitch baseball. So, it's a brand new sport. Can you talk about how you felt your first time going out there on the field?
It was like really exciting, and my first thing I hit a ball. Like the first time I ever went there, I hit the ball. But it's really hard to get the ball because that like pitch is like super fast. Like the ball just come aiming right at you. We have to hit the ball, and then I got a couple of fail balls. Um, and also I had to sleep over at my friend's house, and we did t-ball there, which could also help my skills. And then we practice here at the house with the tennis racket.
That's a good way to practice. So practicing at home is super important. Now, that first time you went out there, I remember after we finished, because you only had a couple hits and it was brand new, you didn't think you were good at it.
No.
No?
But then next year I'm gonna do t-ball too because it's actually really fun for me.
So you ended up enjoying it even though you didn't think you were good at it at first. And so I want to point out that it's okay to not be good at something the first time that you go out and do it, you
Yep.
know? The goal is to just go out and have fun and to learn. And then the more that you play and the more that you practice, the better you'll get. And then it becomes even more enjoyable because you go out and you know what you're doing more, you feel more confident, like you have the skills down. But you've done awesome getting out there. So what about, do you want to improve on like your ability to catch the ball or hit the ball or
Hit the ball.
yeah?
Yeah.
You want to focus on improving the hits?
Yep.
Now, I will say of the games that you've played in, I think there's only been like maybe one game where you didn't get a hit, and
Yeah.
I'd say there was some bad pitches in there. But either way, you're doing such an awesome job in your first season. Excited to see your growth in the next season. So much to look forward to, and very just proud of your progress all around. Can't wait to see what you do this upcoming year. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, allowing us to be a part of your journey. Aaliyah, thank you for taking the time to join the podcast today.
You're welcome.
All right. You all make sure that you like, subscribe, comment with your thoughts and questions to join the conversation, and let's grow.